Hey, so we're back with Final Fantasy Mystic Quest Part 4, and basically we'll pick up where we left off, grab a couple items we missed the last time in the lava dome, and then carry on to the last crystal. So, here we go, we'll just go back where we were. So I think the life spell is down this way, from looking at a map. It's definitely one thing that's a lot easier nowadays. You know, as a kid, you had to either just try to remember it or draw it yourself, usually. If you were lucky, there was a Nintendo Power map or something like that, or a player's guide. This game never had, like, a dedicated player's guide of its own. But, yeah, I mean, now you can just look on the internet. So, the two things we missed are the life spell and the moon helmet, I believe. It's a helmet, anyway. So we'll try to get those. Oh, got a free level up here already. So I think that caved out. Oh. Great start. I think that cave down below where it was goes to where the life spell is. And then I'll pull up the map on my phone again for the moon helmet. These are things I should have gotten the first time. I think I just kind of beelined it to the boss. I didn't really explore. This is kind of a confusing dungeon, the way it's laid out. So I think if we go this way, that'll take us over to... You can see it already. There's a, you know, the good kind of treasure chest. And I think that's the life spell. And we definitely want that. Oof. That was a bad hit. So actually, this morning I rolled credits on the best ending, the good ending for Sea of Stars, the true ending. Yeah, I really love that game. I don't think I've been that like hardcore into a JRPG or a J-style RPG since Sea of Stars is actually a French-Canadian production, but I don't think I've been like that gripped by a game like that. Probably since Final Fantasy VII. I really loved it. So great job, Sabotage. They actually just last week announced that free DLC will be coming out, like a new side story episode, I guess, next year. So I'll look forward to that. But yeah, I loved it. You know, it was everything you kind of remember from games like Chrono Trigger and Mario RPG, and it definitely wore those influences on its sleeve, but never in a way where it felt like it was just kind of trying to go too far into just fan service for the sake of fan service. It felt like it was, you know, its own game, and, you know, just had a few nice little references for us vets that go back to the classics. Yeah, I don't know how much more I could say without spoiling the story, which I don't want to do. So, yeah, I highly recommend it. I enjoyed Sea of Stars a lot. And I will probably play it again sometime. Maybe I'll play it on here sometime. Not anytime soon, probably, but, you know, that will be something to think about down the line. I'd probably have a lot to say about it, so, yeah, maybe someday. Alright, so there's the life spell. So we got that. Alright, so the helmet, let me look at the map again here. Alright, so let's door E. And let's see where door E connects from. Door D. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I must have, like, walked past the helmet. I swear I wasn't coughing at all today until I started doing this video, of course. Hopefully we can keep the, you know, my little box there moving, so I'm not just a freeze frame like this through the whole thing like I was in the last video. So yeah, if we go down this way, I think we can get to the helmet. I need a heal. Yeah, there we go. I always forget this has, you know, I don't think you can even change it. It has, like, memory as the default setting for the cursor. So I think it's that one. Let me just double check. Because I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time here since this is, you know, we already cleared this dungeon. But, we didn't want that item. So let's see if Benji can actually one-shot one of these things. No, it doesn't matter too much in this battle since there's 3 of them. Still even with the Thunder spell? Come on. Yeah, I was definitely in this room the first time through, so I must have just walked past where this helmet is. So if we do this, we can use the super bomb or whatever it's called, the throw-able bombs that we have now. And then I think we go through there. Make it easy. There's a whole bunch of enemies in a row in front of this thing, it looks like. Let's hit the white spell, see what that does. I'm not going to conserve magic too much since we already beat the boss anyway. Oh, that's fantastic. It's one problem with this game, I think, is just that, you know, it only does have 2 party members at any given time. I don't know, that might be too few. Most of the Final Fantasies at this time had 4 characters. Final Fantasy IV actually had 5. I think that's still the most a Final Fantasy game has had. But yeah, like, all of the other Final Fantasies up to 7 had 4 character parties. And then 7 went to 3. 7 and 8 went to 3, 9 was back to 4, and then it was 3 again for 10, and you could, but with the caveat that kind of like in Sea of Stars, you could tag your reserve characters in and out during the battle. That's one thing I'll say for 10, like, I didn't like the writing for 10, and I think Titus was a terrible main character. The battle system was really damn good. I do wish that battle system was attached to better writing. Yeah, I might have to try playing 10 again sometime. I always, like, I always say, oh yeah, that's one of my least favorites of the ones I played, and it's the last Final Fantasy I've played, because the series just... well, nothing's appealed to me about the series since then. But yeah, you know, I always poke fun at, like, the writing and the voice acting and stuff like that in 10, but then, like, most of the other stuff I have to say about it's actually positive, so... I don't know, I might like 10 more than I think I do, so I might have to play it again. I do still think, again, Titus especially is a big problem with it, because he's a lousy main character who's terribly written. I mean, he spends the whole game saying, "This is my story," and it's not his story, it's Yuna's story. She's really the main character. Titus is kind of one of those characters that, other than, like, the ham-fisted love story with Yuna, if they took Titus out of the game, I don't think it would suffer at all. You know? If he just wasn't there, I think all the other characters would be, all, you know, fine, and all the game would be all the better for it. But yeah, he's a bad character, I think, especially as, I said main, again, really Yuna's the main character of the story, but, he's the lead character, the main player character. But he's not the first one either. I mean, I think in 5, I think Bart's or Butts, he's not as bad as Titus. Part of that is that we don't have the voice acting that Titus got to go with it. But Bart's wasn't really a great character either. Yeah, there's our helmet. So, let's see what that does for us. So yeah, that adds fire defense, it looks like. The armor we have has water defense. The shield has, I think that's lightning. And then we have from the magic ring, I think that's protection from silence. So I think that's all we need in here. Double check that. I think we got everything else. Yeah, so I think we can carry on with the plot, so we'll just head back to the entrance. We'll hit him in, and Reuben's down Fireberg. Yeah, they couldn't have just put an extra block, you know, there so we could jump across here like it looks like you're supposed to be able to. So we'll hit the inn. I'm trying to remember if you're supposed to actually get rid of, like, take Reuben home at this point, because I don't think he's with us for the next dungeon. I think, I think it might be Kaeli comes back. Anyway. Which one is Reuben's house? This one? We can get some refreshers that are rarely useful. I think I did use one in the last part, but... Yeah, I guess we don't have to take him home, so we'll just see what opened up on the map. Or I could just look at the walkthrough. Oh, it's probably the focus tower, right? Since we got the new, hope I remember to pick it up. Yeah, we got the sun coin here. There's our friend. This is probably explosives here. Yeah. Hurry to Windia, but be on the lookout for Captain Mac's ship. Another shrug of heroism. down there. So again, I'm thinking probably, assuming we get the Wind Crystal in this part, probably we'll just have one part after this. As, you know, once we have all of the crystals saved, it's just the end game. The Zombie Minotaur I don't think is as dangerous as he looks. That ninja's probably the most dangerous guy here. Yeah, even Reuben wasn't able to one-shot him. Probably this guy will be next in line as far as threats go. Yeah, Benji could take that guy out. So we got the arrow spell. I think that's all of the regular black magic. Yeah, so we only have 2 more spells for Benjamin to learn. 2 wizard spells. Alright, so there wasn't a door there to Windia. Oh, there is a door down there. Oh yeah. I must have gone... The first time I must have gone, like, this far down, so you couldn't see that there was actually a door there. Okay. I'm an idiot. Good job, Reuben. Oh, we're strong against Paralyze now. That's helpful. Alright, since we only have Benjamin here, I think in this game the life trick that's common to most Final Fantasies does work. And I forgot to target the, I screwed that up. I meant to target the mummy with that life spell. Doesn't work on this guy. Cure should work. Reuben should have been able to one-shot that guy based on what we've seen in battle. The old school WrestleMania event theme starts up and Tristam comes back. Oh, it's Tristam comes back at this point. I think we do get one more shot with Kaeli in our party, too. I think everybody but Reuben gets 2 turns. And Phoebe comes back for the end game. She's with you when you fight the final boss. Is there anything down any of these vines? That I don't remember. There is. Seeds. That's very useful, actually. So that one we could see doesn't go anywhere. Was there another vine? Yeah, that one's a dead end too. And then the one is just to where there was a little cutscene where he talked to Reuben after he fell. So I think Tristam's the only character that actually has his own theme song in this game. The Alive Forest. it's not alive, we'd have a problem, right? Attacks with neck choke, that kind of reminds me of the Yeti attacking Hogan in WCW. Although that was more like a reverse bear hug slash, well, suggestive of something that the Yeti was doing to Hogan, because he could barely move in his wrappings. This is probably not worth, yeah, 3 cure potions. I was gonna say, whatever's in this chest probably isn't worth bothering to fight those 2 battles. Whatever. There's something here. I think at this point the heal potions are actually more useful than the cure potions. Pretty much at a point where the cure spell will restore more than a cure potion. They're still worth using outside of battle to conserve some MP, I suppose, but... In this game, confusion is not cured by taking a hit. Again, unlike every other Final Fantasy game. Stone, or Petrify, is cured by the end of the battle, though, so that's nice. I'm gonna pull up a map because I don't really feel like wandering around this, this area for too long. So pretty much the only thing, just looking at the map, the only thing we really need to do here is get to the alive tree, but I think we need to have Kaeli with us. I don't think Tristam is gonna do it as far as getting in. So let me back out. Could we actually go elsewhere than here? Because I think we have to come back here with Kaeli to actually get anywhere. The next major dungeon is the giant tree, I believe, but... No, I guess we do have to go through there. Oh, I guess we have to go to the giant tree. Tristam tells us we should get Kaeli, and then we go and get her and bring her back. And it's one of those things where you can't do it until the character tells you to, so we can't just go get Kaeli first. That's one thing I will say. This game does have some cheap deaths. You're not really punished for it since you can just restart the battle when you die. But, yeah, things like that where, like, you know, both enemies use a petrify attack. They both use it on each character. So it's like, you know, you can't really do anything about that. It's not a matter of skill or strategy or anything. That's the kind of thing, the attack down, that's what the refreshers cure. But usually you can just end the battle quickly enough that you don't need to bother using them. So I think over to the right is the giant tree that we need to go to. Yeah, there it is with the face. I'm gonna hit the white spell. You're the king of this forest, huh? Let us through. I don't think it likes you. How about Kaeli? Can't she talk to trees? Idea. Yeah, she must be in Aquaria by now. Alright, so... now we know what we need to do anyway. Aquaria probably is through the second door. That was the second coin we got, right? No, it will be through the first door if the river coin opens the second one. There it is. Just need to find her. There she is. Oh, with Phoebe. Hello, ladies. Okay, so where's he? Hi, Tabby. You can come up. That's useful. I can just jump over enemies. Or not enemies, NPCs that get in your way. Wish you could do that in more games. That Mario RPG you could, but... Hi. You want to say hello to the people? As if anybody's actually watching this. Yeah, since my camera's working. See? See yourself on the camera? Alright. You can lay down if you want. Alright. I didn't mean to leave town. I literally picked up the controller, and I managed to pick it up with the down button pressed. Alright, where the hell is the guy we're supposed to talk to? There's like 2 houses in this town. He's gotta be around here somewhere. He's not like in this house and I missed him, is he? Oh, maybe we have to go to that tunnel. Which, how do you get to that again? I forget, was it down the stairs in here? No, that's just a warp. I didn't think so. Oh, you go down in the water, and I think you go behind Kaeli's house there. Or, Phoebe's house. So, you go in here. Yes, there we go. This seems like an unnecessarily long trip to talk to this one guy. We need Otto's help. My name is Otto. I like to get blotto. I forgot that you got. I was thinking you got that later, actually. The Dragon Claw, which I think is the highest claw. Fiddle with that, Phoebe. So yeah, this is like an extendable grappling hook as well as a climbing claw and a weapon. The claws were a good idea in this game, how they have, you know, multiple uses in and out of battle. Yeah, that's the tier 3 claw, so... Actually, I almost have all the weapons, too. The tier 3 axe and sword, still. And again, here, we forgot to get the tier 1 shield, and if we get it now, it'll actually overwrite the higher shield that we have. Just the way the equipment in this game works, and, you know, it automatically equips, so it effectively erases whatever you have previously, even if it's one of the better items. So that's just going to be a hole in the inventory, unfortunately. I'd like to have it completely full, just for, you know, completion's sake. Like, playing I always did with this in Chrono Trigger, too. I never did it in Final Fantasy VI, or any of the Final Fantasies, really. But, in Chrono Trigger, Mario RPG, I always try to keep all of the weapons, and like, at least one of each weapon and armor. Like, I'll sell duplicates after I don't need them, but, for whatever reason, I just like having the complete inventory, and I did that with Sea of Stars, too, where at the end of the game I had, you know, at least, I had one of each type of armor, and I had one of each weapon for each character. I didn't sell those, which I probably should have, because Sea of Stars, the way it's designed, the money is somewhat of a limited resource, at least until you get the double tech for Garl and Sarai, the item roulette, which can get you an extra 300 gold potentially in a single battle, or per battle, if you hit the piggy bank on it. So yeah, the money can be kind of tight in Sea of Stars, which I kind of appreciate the challenge of that. But yeah, I still didn't sell any of the weapons, and I kept at least, and I keep saying at least, I should say, I kept literally one of each armor. No reason to, but I like seeing the list when I open the thing. So let's look at what equipment Kaeli has. Yeah, she's got the Giant's axe. She has a better axe than Benjamin does, and she actually has the better armor too. Yeah, she's dressed like kind of a hippie chick, but she's like a badass. Kaeli. Okay, so now we can go back to the focus tower and then on to Windia. This is the way, right? Yeah. No. Which way do you go again? Why do I keep getting turned around in this game? It's Mystic Quest, for God's sake. Nope, not there. Biggest problem is just that I haven't played this in so long. Again, it's easily been over 10 years since I actually played through this. Probably longer than that, honestly. You know what? It's not the right entrance to the tower. That's the problem. There we go. Okay. Just see the weapon power on that Dragon Claw. So yeah, that's actually higher than the axe we have currently. So that'll, I guess, be our default weapon for a little while. Oh, the wrong way again. That's where the arrow spell was. Yeah, it's down. There we go. We don't need to go into the bridge. Okay. The alive forest. And actually, we do need the axe here. What kind of spells does Kaeli have? She actually has arrow too. I should have switched to the claw for battle. That did some damage. Yeah, we're gonna need to use the axe to actually get through this map, but for battle, the claw seems to be easily the best option. Stars had a grappling hook that worked kind of like the Dragon Claw on the map. Yeah, what was it, the Grapplo? Whatever. You couldn't use it as a weapon in battle, but you could actually, in Sea of Stars, you could actually hit an enemy with the grappling hook before battle started, and it would actually knock a little bit of damage off the enemy, and it would give you a little bit of live mana to charge up your character with on their first turn. So it was actually, you know, still worth hitting enemies with when you could. Get a map pulled up of the tree here, just in case we need it. Scope it out here a little bit. So yeah, paralysis and petrify are cured at the end of battle. Poison is not. Dragon Claw was actually in the chest in the Bone Dungeon too, but Tristam takes it in the cutscene before you can actually grab it. Is it worth getting those 2 chests? Why not? Probably not. But, you know, might as well get the experience at least. I should use the claw. Oh, come on. Nothing. Yeah, a lot of enemy types that you'd think are weak to something based on other Final Fantasy games aren't necessarily in this. Like, you know, you would think ghosts, they're undead, so they're probably weak to fire, because undead enemies are weak to fire. But, yeah, not always the case in this. Alright, so yeah, heal potions. Cure potions. So, yeah, not really worth it. As I pretty much expected for those wood chests. So I think those slingshot-looking things are actually grapple points that you can use with your grappling hook, which, again, Sea of Stars use that. I wonder if this... I don't know if that's really a unique mechanic to this game. I feel like I can't place a specific one offhand, but I'm sure I've seen that in other RPGs. All the same, you know, wonder if this is at all what sabotage we're looking at for that mechanic. I mean, obviously, the most obvious influences for Sea of Stars were Mario RPG and especially Chrono Trigger. And it really wore those influences, especially Chrono, on its sleeve. But, you know, there are other elements taken from other games, which, you know, there's, like, you could swap characters in battle, like in Final Fantasy X, but other games had done that before, too. I think, did one of the Breath of Fires do that? There's one. Apple across. I think Dragon Warrior 4, I think in that one you could swap characters in battle, and if I'm remembering that right, I should play that one again sometime. That's a great game. Especially if you use the Game Genie code that lets you control all characters in Chapter 4. But, yeah, if I'm remembering right, you could swap characters in battle in Dragon Warrior 4. That's probably the first I saw that mechanic. I think Final Fantasy X did improve it. Again, whatever else anyone, including myself, says about Final Fantasy X, the battle system was great in that. And yeah, Sea of Stars did it pretty well, too, as far as the swappable enemies. Or swappable characters, rather. So yeah, we go down this way to get that chest. I should just have them both attack the same enemy. Take one of them out, at least, you know. Anyway. I thought that was just going to be a pass-through. I'm not going to bother with that battle, since we have to do these two. Looking forward to getting something that'll protect from petrifying. If we're gonna keep fighting these frogs, I'm not gonna bother getting rid of the poison on Kaeli until we're done with them. That's really annoying. That right there might be my single biggest gripe with this game. The cheap petrification deaths. See, again, you can't do anything about that. Because there's no chance of it missing either. Let's see if we can get rid of these guys any quicker. All right. Come on. Without fail, no matter what time I record one of these, somebody's cutting their grass. Every single time lately. And again, I record these at all different times. But at least so far so good on my camera not freezing. Alright, this better be worth all of that. Okay, it was. That's a good spell. Oh, now we have to cut through these things again. At least the enemies don't respawn, but still annoying. Okay, so let me take a quick glance at the map here. Yeah, so there are chests with potions, heal potions and cure potions. I don't think I'm gonna bother getting them. So I'll just go up to the door. Forgot to cure the poison there. Okay, so slide down. Oh, that didn't connect there. That's fantastic. Thank you for that. Alright, so the vine's not the way down. Point there. Oh. Alright, how do you open them? Oh, you just hit them with your sword, of course. Why wouldn't you guess that? Alright, so what do we have here? That vine probably just goes down to the last level. Probably this way. Of course. Alright, I guess I am going that way. Alright, what am I missing? I really don't remember having this much trouble navigating this game before. And you can't do that. Aha, that's what you do. Nope, don't go through the door. I'm just trying to go here. There we go. Quicksand. That's something that cartoons led me to believe would be a much more common danger I would have to face in adulthood than it turned out to be. Quicksand, getting tied up. Hey. Come here. Ugh. Just a quick look at the map again. So we actually don't need to go this way. We just have to go the way of many worms here. Oh. I guess I didn't need to fight that last one. Too many worms in here. Worms! Worms! That's one way to do it. And of course you have to fight those two. Just consulting the map, I know. Exciting content. So it came out there. I think I'm going the right way. Famous last words. Adrian. Come up. Hey, baby. Okay, so 4th floor. So, just kind of scoping out first. I don't think this is quite the way I want to go. Actually, I think bombs work on these slimes, don't they? They're technically weak to them, but it still doesn't do much damage. Yeah, I think this is the way we want to go. I don't think there's any other major treasures in this tree other than the meteor spell that we already got. Come up here. Come on, Adrian. Tabby's sleeping next to me. Adrian just left the room and then walked back in, and keep trying to get her to come sit next to me too, but she seems to just want to writhe on the floor. Come here. Yeah, I think this is the boss room. Ugh. Succeed before the actual boss fight. Yeah, that's it. I think. Let's get rid of his buddies first. I guess the white spell is only multi-target. That was easy. Oh, this is fun. So, no enemies left, so I think we can just, we might as well grab the chests, I guess. Yeah, I think we can just drop down the vines at this point. Oh, we didn't come in through that door, we dropped down. There. Alright, so that's the live forest. Thanks for that. Really? You're gonna hide 3 cure potions like that? There's another door down there. Can you get to that through here too? Yes. Oh. Perfect. I guess they are gonna hide 3 cure potions like that, because on the other side they hid nothing like that. Let's go to town, stay at the inn first. Then we can come back and do the battlefields. So, yeah, that adds protection from silence and darkness, it looks like. Hey, there's a chocobo. Weather vane. So I guess chocobos do exist in Final Fantasy Mystic Quest's world. We just never see them. Hey, it's Dr. Wily. The Rainbow Road. Hope we don't have to go karting on it. Zuzu. I think we're gonna need a couple priests or something to get rid of that. I've seen The Exorcist. There's Ness from Earthbound. Alright, so since we're refreshed, let's clear these battlefields out. And then looking at the clock, it might actually be time to call it an episode after that. So we might still have 2 parts after this. We'll see. Because there's still Pazuzu's Tower, and then there's the end game. That tree took longer than I thought it would. These battlefields went a lot easier when the enemies could be one-shotted. I didn't mean to do that cure spell. What? Didn't mean to do that cure spell either. Good God. These things weak to arrow by any chance? Oh, right. I guess magic just doesn't work on these things. Because of course, anything to make it take longer, right? How does a scoop of ice cream stab you? Alright, that's a good place to stop. We'll do the other battlefield next time, and then do Pazuzu's Tower. So, anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again. Bye.